Hello and welcome to the Big Match Revisited, a chance to look back at the way football was televised more than 4 decades ago. This special edition is from December 1976. There were lots of surprises, not least in the shape of the host. He was the chairman of Watford Football Club, but was rather better known as a pop superstar, Elton John.
Welcome to the Christmas edition of The Big Match. And if you're wondering where Brian Moore's disappeared to, well, I've always wanted to do this show, so I paid him 20 quid, which is 2 weeks' wages, and he went away very, very happy. Anyway, we've got a lot of action today on The Big Match. 3 matches: Arsenal against Manchester United, Sheffield United against Bristol Rovers, and Burnley against Millwall. And that's 12 goals in those 3 matches, and we've also got an hour's action-packed programme. Well, I'm a bit disappointed because the real match of the day was at Darlington yesterday, you know, Darlington 0, Watford 0, but, you know, the cameras couldn't get there. But now, let me see, I've got some people to help me out today, and I really need helping out. Kevin, Keegan and Mick, Channon.
I'd just like to, thank you very much for lending me these glasses. I think,
And who gave you the earrings?
Sorry?
Where did you get the earrings from?
Do you like them? I thought they're quite nice, actually.
Tremendous, I tell you. Does a lot for
Borrowed
you.
at Watford.
Does a lot for you there. First class.
How did you get on yesterday, you two?
Well, we're celebrating actually because we scored 3 goals between us, Elton, yesterday. Not bad, really, for forwards. He got 3 and I didn't get any, but that's not beside the point.
And nearly an own goal from you as well?
Yeah, well, I'm getting desperate now. I'm sort of... can't get him in at one end, so you're trying to put him in at the other, you know, anything will do.
I know how you feel. Anyway, enough of this bantering and on to the real soccer fans at home. We have the first match lined up for us at Highbury, so let's go and join Brian Moore at Highbury now.
Well, thank you, Elton, and welcome to Highbury. Really heavy conditions here after 36 hours of almost constant rain. In fact, it's still raining. Surface water beginning to appear on the pitch. And the Arsenal team today, without their new signing, Alan Hudson, £250,000 from Stoke. He's got a stomach strain. Peter Storey takes the number 7 shirt. And another change force on Arsenal because of the suspension of fullback Sammy Nelson. Richie Powling gets his shirt in an Arsenal team moving up to 6th place in the table. A lot of the headlines from Malcolm McDonald this season, which he deserves. But it's worth remembering too, Frank Stapleton, the Irish boy who is his ally up front, and he scored 11 goals this season. Manchester United, meanwhile, have had a bad couple of months. This is their side. They now leave out Steve Coppell, his place at number 7 taken by David McCreary. But good news for United fans is that 2 of their stalwarts are back in the side. Martin Buchan in the defence for the first time since October after injury. And into midfield now comes Lou Macari. He's missed the last 5 games through injury. The referee today, and as you see, it couldn't be a better one, Jack Taylor of Wolverhampton. And also, as you'd expect, with Manchester United in town, a really big crowd here at home. And someone not playing today, in the centre of the picture there, as you can see, Alan Ball, transfer talk concerning him. So he's not playing, but 11 Arsenal colleagues are, and it's Arsenal attacking the goal to our left. In their red shirts with white sleeves, Manchester United today playing in white. Well, Arsenal scored in 13 seconds in this match last season, which they won by 3 goals to 1. They clearly aren't going to make that sort of start this afternoon. Martin Buchan at the free kick. In fact, in the opening seconds, though, there's an injury to Brian Greenough. The left knee is damaged there in the opening seconds of the game. And that's how it happened there. Brian is going to hobble on, Brian Greenough. A free kick to Manchester United. Stuart Houston. Game already being played at a furious pace. Simpson just looking up to one side, and Powling just got in the nick of time for Arsenal. MacDonald controlled that beautifully. Here's Armstrong. Nice touch by him as well. Goes on and on. Now, Stapleton there. MacDonald won't get to it before Stapleton. Good atmosphere, a lot of pace in this game, and here's McElroy. Powling stopping him well. The crowd enjoying this. Alex Forsyth with the throw for Manchester United. Greenough. O'Leary. Armstrong, nice touch again. Brady, trying to shake off the Manchester United players. but it was McCreary who finally gets it away, and again the flagging on the far side for an offside against Gordon Hill, and already taken. Armstrong. Oh, a lovely touch now for Ross, and McDonald! 5 minutes gone, and Malcolm McDonald pays another instalment. Another good start for Arsenal, a good break down the right. Ross very heavily involved in it again, and as it comes across the face of that 6-yard area, a simple job to finish it off for Malcolm McDonald. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 0. That's 11 goals for Supermac now. Macari. Armstrong, a lovely touch. Rice. Ross. Howling, rather a story. Now Simpson playing it on to McDonald. Brian Greenough to Sammy McElroy. Greenough is really hobbling badly, and I think it's only a matter of time before Manchester United have to take him off. McElroy. Oh, lovely touch by him. Oh, what a great run by McElroy. And he scored! Well, a sad job there for Rimmer, and smiles everywhere for Manchester United and Sammy McElroy as he tiptoed his way through that Arsenal defence. It looked at the last as though he might be held up, but the ball ran kindly to him, and he slipped it wide of a stranded Rimmer, and that's the equaliser. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1, and only the second goal of the season for Sammy McElroy. Well, a resilient piece of play there by Manchester United. A goal down early on, Brian Greenough struggling, but showing really that there's a lot of character in this side yet. It's Greenough again. Every time he touches the ball, he's hobbling. Simpson. Brilliant start to the game, and a tremendous atmosphere, and Armstrong enjoying it as much as anybody. But losing out there to Hill. But winning it back again. Well, it's given to him by Houston. McDonald jumping for this one. And McCreary beating Brady. McElroy. Pearson. McCreary. Forsyth. Played on for Jimmy Greenough. Nicely played wide this time for McElroy. Ball with Forsyth. Jimmy Greenough. Oh, that one was wide that time from Macari. So a good comeback by Manchester United. I'm just wondering, though, how long Brian Greenough can go on. You don't see him hobbling there, but every time he has to exert himself and go for a ball, he really is struggling from that injury in the first seconds of the game. Armstrong. Story, not much time. Rice, not enough time. Hill, lovely score. And what about that for a pass from Hill? A beautiful one, hit with the outside of his boot. Greenough hitting it low, and Pearson just failing to get a touch to it. Macari turning it back again. Arsenal in a bit of trouble now. And a push there by McElroy on Brady. Well, look at this pass again by Gordon Hill. Hit with the outside of the boot. All of 45 yards, straight to the man. Brady. Armstrong. His touch. Some good work by McCreary too. But Armstrong was determined that was going to be his. And McDonald going through hard, and some good defence by Buchan, and a real old-fashioned solar charge there by Malcolm McDonald. Claiming it was shoulder to shoulder, the referee decided it was a free kick. Nice chip by Powling. There he is again. To MacDonald. Touch off now if Ross can get in there, but Houston keeping his head and finding Hill. Well, what about this? Here's McElroy again. And the shot was, well, it was going wide, and in the end it finished up wide. But Jimmy Greenoff was in there, and that wasn't far from his head. Lovely run again by Hill, finding McElroy with the pass. Armstrong, long ball forward. Buchan and now Brady, MacDonald. Almost hitting Jack Taylor, but here's Powling. Simpson. Stapleton. And Story. Curled in once more. Simpson helping it on its way. Brady! Yes! Liam Brady! Right on half-time. The little Irishman, Liam Brady, puts Arsenal 2-1 into the lead. The ball coming in from the left, just touched on by Peter Simpson, falling nicely for Liam Brady, round a defender and into the net, really before Stepney could move. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 1. And that with just over 2 minutes of injury time at the end of the first half. Brady the scorer, Armstrong seeking another one. Turned in again towards MacDonald, and that time Brian Greenoff was there to put it behind for the corner. And Arsenal now really going for Manchester United, a ground where Manchester United have won only once in their last 10 appearances. David O'Leary coming up again. In fact, Arsenal have scored 3 times in each of the last 4 matches against United here, and the season before that they scored 4. 16 in the last 5 times Manchester United have been here. Well, they've got 2. Stepney prevented a third there. O'Leary. Now Pearson. Now can they spring back again as they did after that first goal? It's with Gordon Hill. Goal kick. Gordon Hill getting a bit of stick from Stuart Pearson, saying that Jimmy Greenoff had made a tremendous run forward and it should have gone to him. Rimmer with the kick as the whistle goes for half-time. Well, a brilliant start to the game with 2 goals in the first 5 minutes. Malcolm MacDonald having scored for Arsenal. The equaliser coming from the number 4 for Manchester United, Sammy McElroy. A dullish period in the game then, and a sparkling end to the half with Liam Brady, the number 8. You can see him on the left of the picture there. There he is, Liam Brady, putting Arsenal ahead just before half-time. Well, a sparkling first half, and I think a lot in prospect in the second half as well. A half-time score here at Highbury. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 1. We'll be right back with the second half. So welcome back to Highbury. Manchester United kicking off and attacking the goal to our left. Arsenal, of course, leading by 2 goals to 1. And indeed, the Gunners have lost only 1 in the league at home this season. And that was on the opening day of the season to Bristol City. Here's O'Leary. Both sides have put on new jerseys, and here's Malcolm MacDonald almost slipping that. Past Alex Stepney. Suddenly Super Mac was through, and Stepney was out like a flash. A good piece of goalkeeping by this veteran United goalkeeper. Houston to Macari. And now for Martin Buchan. Greenoff. And Forsyth just keeping it in, but he had to be off balance, and he's nonetheless found Stuart Pearson. Well, he lost his balance too with that challenge by David O'Leary, which gives a free kick. It's not a free kick, it's a throw to Manchester United. But here's Pearson again. O'Leary continuing the battle with him, and in fact, oh my goodness, O'Leary and Pearson getting involved there on the ground. Story also getting involved. Well, they had a bash. Look at Pearson eyeing O'Leary, and I've no doubt O'Leary is doing the same to Pearson. The referee will call them both over. Well, that was a very undignified little bit of scuffling and a look of annoyance on the face. What on earth were you two playing at? I don't know, says Pearson. He's having a smile. David O'Leary's having a smile. Surely you've got to grow up. Jack Taylor, with a few well-chosen words, has sorted it out. There's Pearson again. Touch on if Jimmy Greenough can get there. No, the long legs. David O'Leary are there first. Amazing to think that he's only 18. He plays with such composure. Brian Greenough knocking that sideways, but it's George Armstrong who picks it up. And here's MacDonald hitting it well on the turn, but he was again being policed by Buchan, who pushes it away to touch. So an Arsenal throw to be taken by Armstrong. MacDonald. Houston away. Ball for Pearson. A touch for Macari. Lovely ball by Macari, and now Hill in full flight. Jimmy Greenoff's in the middle, Pearson's in the middle, a chip by Hill! Oh, how unlucky! Hill falls to the ground. Well, I think most of us were looking for the United players who were coming up. But Hill had spotted that Rimmer was out of his goal. A beautiful little chip. Just one. Now it's Armstrong. Inside for Story. Oh. Howley. Brady. Chip through again there. Goal kick. Pearson letting Stepney know where he is. Really, he's only got to look for Brady, the biggest man on the field, and you can be sure he's near him too. And there they go together. Story. Stapleton. Very nearly getting that through to MacDonald, and surprisingly getting another chance. Quickly up off the deck, and having another go as well, Frank Stapleton. Touching it wide for Ross this time. Armstrong on the outside. MacDonald waiting in the middle. And Stapleton again is on the far side. Got the header in! Stapleton's goal! Well, the work that he put into that goal was incredible. He fought and he fought, and when he won the ball and got it away, he was there on the far post as that floated cross came in. Up went Stapleton, and MacDonald was right in there. MacDonald may just have touched it over, and they may well be arguing about as to whose credit that goal goes to. Well, for effort and everything else, I would think it's got to be Stapleton, and in fact Stapleton and MacDonald are having a couple of words there in a friendly fashion as they come back. It's 3-1, that's the one thing we know for sure. The one thing we're not sure about is whether MacDonald in fact got the final touch. Well, this was the score that we had here last year, a 3-1 to Arsenal. And they've scored 3 goals against Manchester United now in their last 5 visits here to Highbury. Each of those occasions. Armstrong. MacDonald has gone forging forward again. Stapleton's right up there with him, and look at Ross. Stapleton and MacDonald waiting in the middle, and they'll wait. And they'll wait and they'll wait. And here's Brian Greenoff again. Forsyth. Brady to Rice. Well, go on then. Here's Armstrong. But McDonald couldn't get the header in, and here's Pearson. McElroy. Nicely played for Pearson. Struggle to find Forsyth. His strength there. But it's not a good cross, even though Story almost gave away the corner, and it's back with him. The United throw. Well, there's McElroy again. He's beginning to sparkle again in this game for Manchester United. But he hit it straight, and Pearson very nearly got the rebound. McElroy's good run, and the shot really is an optimistic one from that sort of angle, but it bounced off Rimmer, and Pearson hit the rebound back, again off the goalkeeper, behind for the corner. Well, Houston's up again. Hill with the corner, held him once more. He's got time now to consider what he can do again, or maybe he hasn't. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful, and it very nearly produced something. Well, that was a lovely piece of Christmas juggling by Gordon Hill. And it frightened the life out of Arsenal and Jimmy Wood. Stapleton. That's surely obstruction, yes. By Alex Forsyth, and a free kick to Arsenal. David O'Leary's come up onto this side of the penalty area. McDonald's up there. Stapleton's up there. It's clearly going to be one lob to the far side for the ball to go rushing in on. There it goes. There's McDonald going in there as well, but goal kick. Beaten by Rice. O'Leary. Well, he's given that to Macari, and Macari hit it first time, and very nearly a remarkable goal. Oh, what an astonishing goal that would have been. O'Leary really caught out a bit there and forced to just whack it away where he could. Went to Macari, hit first time, looked at first as though it would go all of 5 yards wide, swerved and dipped, and in the end just went over the crossbar. Chanting champions, and certainly Arsenal have made another big step towards becoming a contender. And here's Brady, 1 goal already so far in this game. Oh, and so nearly a second one. Jinking and weaving again, and a matter of inches in it at the end. And a corner which Armstrong will take. O'Leary up again for it. And in fact, he pushed rather vigorously down on Houston as the final whistle goes. Arsenal's climb continues, and Manchester United slide likewise, with Arsenal winning by 3 goals to 1, and thoroughly deserving it as well. With Malcolm McDonald, Liam Brady, and Frank Stapleton scoring for Arsenal, with a solitary reply coming from Sammy McElroy for Manchester United. Good game, not always difficult, not always easy conditions, but I think most people here got value for money. A final scoreline then: Arsenal 3, Manchester United 1, and back to Elton John in the studio.
Right, that was a good win for Arsenal and one that puts them 5th in Division 1. And for those of you who've just tuned in, don't switch off yet, because I'm looking after the programme today with Mike, Channon and Kevin Keegan. And we've still got action to come from 2 more games, as well as one of the traditional Christmas fun spots, and a few other laughs as well. Oh, you bet. But what I think we ought to do now is to really sort out who scored that Arsenal goal, the last goal. The papers seem to say it was McDonald today, but Brian seemed to think it was Frank Stapleton, and after looking at it, I mean, really, I think it was Frank Stapleton. What do you think?
Well, you know, I wouldn't have the cheek to claim it, to be honest with you, but I think Supermax after the 30 goals, you know, and the 10,000 quid, because it's quite obvious as the cross comes in here. It's a great header from Frank Stapleton, and you can see quite clearly from this angle.
He definitely got a touch to it, didn't he? I mean,
Oh,
no question of that, is there?
Yeah, mate, even Elton could see that he didn't with his glasses.
With my glasses, I can see that.
I think we all better put our glasses on, don't you?
It's a great header from the lad. But this angle, you know, it looks like it changes direction a bit, but...
From behind the goal, it definitely looks as if he hadn't got nowhere near it. But,
yeah.
If he says he touched it, well, he touched it.
I can't, you know, I'm not having it. I'm sorry.
No,
I'd be a bit sick if it was Frank Stapleton, actually.
Yeah, I should think so.
Especially seeing it on the television, probably yesterday, it might have looked more... Because he would have probably been falling over after heading it, but no way. You can't have that, Malcolm. No way.
Well, there you go. We all seem to think... What do you think? You giving it to McDonald, eh?
No, I think Frank Stapleton.
Well, it's Stapleton 3, McDonald 0 at the moment, I'm afraid. We'll have to wait to see about that one, to see if McDonald owns up about it. Anyway, now, what about the position here, Kevin? Liverpool have now lost 2 games. You know, the old papers come up and say, well, is there panic going on? What's going on now?
Well, for us to lose 2 games... Well, we've lost 3 out of the last 4, actually. And I've been at Liverpool 6 years. And quite honestly, it's far and away the worst spell we've ever had. And I think we're really victims of his own high standards, really. I mean, for any other team to lose 3 out of 4, it's acceptable. But for Liverpool to lose it, I mean, the comments this week have been unbelievable, you know? I mean, all sorts of... Yeah. I've been trying to hide, you know.
Well, for one thing, it's made the Division 1 Championship race much more open now, because Aston Villa have closed up, Manchester City are there as well, and of course Ipswich are there. So it's made it, I mean, like 4 or 5 weeks ago, it looks as if Liverpool were really going to run away with it. Yeah,
quite honestly, probably that was the worst thing could happen. We got these 5 points clear, but we had played 2 games more, to be quite honest. But we had the points in the bag, and people were saying, oh, Liverpool are going to walk it in this. Well, we didn't really think that, but I think it did allow a little bit of complacency creep in, you know.
See, I think that at this time of the year, well, sometime during the season, every side has a bad run, you know, lose a few games. And for me, Liverpool have had a bad run, and they're still, you know, in touch. I mean, I think they're level top on goal, you know, just second on goal difference.
Yeah.
But for me, I mean, if they put the game together right for the rest part of the season, they're still in a great position. I think every other club in the country would like to be in that position. No, I didn't have to say that. But I know, you know, we would love to be in that position, 3 or 4 points behind the leaders, especially this time of year.
Yeah.
I think it is true that if you're in the pack at this time of the year, you're happy, you know, always. If we're around, we know we've got a chance, and we're still very much in with a chance. If people write us off, that'll make us
I don't think they could
determined.
possibly write you off after just losing 2 in a row.
I hope not, Elton.
Right, it's time for one of the big match letters, and I'm going to hand you over to the charming and eloquent Michael Channon.
And it's from the Watford Supporters Club.
Mrs.
Hooray! The Watford Supporters Club. Mrs. Hazel Simpson of Fulham. I watch the big match every week and hear that you have Elton John on the big match soon. My favourite hobby is making special football hats and rosettes. I have just made a special Watford football hat which lights up. This hat took me 3 months to make and would love you to present it to Elton on the programme. But boom.
Actually, that's a bit special, isn't it?
Just old hat to you, I suppose, Elton.
Old hat, yeah, that's the typical Keegan do, folks. This is actually a tremendous hat, and I can see why it's taken so much time. Look at this detail here. There's me for a start on the piano. Hooray! And the pitch and everything like that, and also floodlights that actually work. If I turn it round there, you'll be able to see it. Look. Switch on. They're better than Watford's. So that's true. Let me try and see what it looks like. Look, what everybody is wearing in 76, folks. Oh, I'm here now. What everybody's wearing in 76 and probably will be wearing in 77. Thank you very much, Hazel. It will go in pride of place in my bedroom along with all my other Watford souvenirs, and that's really tremendous. Thanks very, very much. Right, it's time for more action now. It's enough of us nutcases sitting here talking about silly things. We're going to go to Sheffield United now for the second division game between Sheffield United and Bristol Rovers at Bramall Lane. Pictures come from Yorkshire Television. There's 5 goals and the commentator is Martin Tyler. Sheffield United are in the stripes.
Where the crowd traditionally a little bit down with the extra lure of Christmas shopping, but a fair sprinkling here at Bramall Lane in near perfect conditions despite the wintry week. All credit to the groundsman here, Mr. David Robbins. If anything, perhaps the surface just a little bit hard. Just taking a step. Alan Warboys touching it off for Kenny Stevens. Now, Alan Woodward. Woodward going on, needing this 1 goal for the record. And there it is, and what a way to get it. Looking for this 141st league goal. We only kept them waiting a few seconds this afternoon. Magnificent finishing in true Woodward fashion. Hampson. Hamilton for Garner. And Hamilton going again. And in for Guthrie. Can he get there? Yes, he can! Of the crowd. They've certainly 1 or 2 behind the goal there have had a go at him during this first half. Well, he's provided them with an answer. Started by Chico Hamilton. Garner, intelligent player, good cross that always had the defender in trouble. Taylor couldn't reach it. Not a clean touch from Guthrie, but it was enough. Supported by Stevens. And he in turn supported by Bater. Towards Fernley, touches it across to Hamilton. Now, a chance if he can pull the ball back for Rovers. And they're all going in, and Brown in all sorts of trouble. Really made to stretch by Jim Hamilton's cross. And it was Staniforth coming in at the far post. The Rovers player trying to get to it and just turned behind. The goalkeeper is fit to continue. And he's immediately in a pressure situation as Stevens takes the corner and turned across the goal. And is it a chance here? It's gone in. Staniforth. Dave Staniforth returns to Bramall Lane with a goal. And Jim Brown just recovered from that knock, put in trouble by the flick from the near post. It was pushed out and Staniforth hooked it back. Brown got a hand to it but couldn't stop it. Calvert. That's given away. Fernley to Warboys. And the yellow shirts are breaking forward. Stevens. Warboys brings it over to the near side to Staniforth. Bater. Fernley trying to knock it back for Williams. And they're in a bit of trouble, Sheffield United. Williams going on. Warboys 2-2. And both old boys have come back and scored. Alan Warboys ties it up. 2 goals inside 3 minutes. And Bristol Rovers are level. A real mess on the edge of the penalty area. It broke for Warboys and he tucked it away perfectly. Now Fernley. Warboys in the middle and it's a corner. Maybe a chance for the substitution. The number 8 board suggests that Calvert it will be who goes off. But the striking is being done at the other end at the moment. Curled in again, a touch by Taylor again, very nearly in. Warboys! And Warboys will claim that one. Well, there have been some areas of panic in the Sheffield United defence, and again Stuart Taylor's presence causing problems. Hit by Kenworthy, it hits Warboys on the knee, and that's enough to put it over the line and to put Bristol Rovers 3-2 in front.
There you go, a tremendous Bristol Rovers victory after being 2 goals down away from home. That's Very hard thing to do. Right, on the big match this week, we were going to have a competition involving my album Blue Moves, but we're running out of time. So what we're going to do is postpone the competition until January the 2nd, when the big match comes back again. And then you'll have the chance to win 12 autographed albums by me. You see, if you can't sell them, you have to give them away. But I tell you what, Hazel, who made my hat, you can have one anyway. I'll send you an autographed album anyway, through the post. All right? So that's a big match competition on January the 2nd. I don't know, all this attention I'm getting. Right, it always amazes me how much players have changed. I mean, look at Mick Channon, for example. He's only been here half an hour. And he's when you look back at some of the televised snippets that we see from time to time on the big match, it's like a snippet. And I remember on the Christmas programme last year, they had a good laugh at some photos of top players taken when they're among the junior ranks. So we thought we'd have another go. And I wonder how many of these players that Mick and Kevin will recognise. You're on, lads.
Oh, it's Billy Bonds. Got to be Billy Bonds. You know his brother, don't you?
Well, premium bonds, yeah.
Bobby Charlton. Got to be. No,
I don't know. Geordie Armstrong.
Armstrong.
That's not bad, yes. He taken 32 years ago, that one.
Oh my God.
Have you seen this man? Wanted, dead or alive?
Last scene.
Hey. That's Shank.
Hey.
Only reason I know that is because I just read his book, and
Bill Shank.
yeah, it's got to be.
Oh dear, I don't know.
That's easy for me. Greatest
George,
player over the last decade.
it's a
George
tough
Best,
one,
without a doubt.
Even Elton.
Yeah, even Elton might come in here. Hold
John
on,
Radford,
hold on.
isn't
Elton? John Radford.
Oh, look at the ears.
It's the FA Cup, isn't it?
Sorry, Johnny. Johnny Jones.
Yes, Frank.
Frank Wellington.
Pint of E, folks?
I haven't got a clue.
Go on, give us. No.
Give up.
Plays for Watford, I think.
Last one was good looking.
Barry Indy.
You know, you look like that.
Oh, who's that?
Colin Todd.
I'd say that's Liam Brady.
No, Colin Todd. I tell you what, you're right. God, Toddy.
Dear me.
Never mind. Don't ring us.
Joe, God. I'm glad we weren't in there anyway, pal.
Oh dear. Save me. Right. Never seen him before in my life.
Hey?
Kevin Keegan.
Oh.
That was a shot.
I'm done. Dead in
dear.
watching it.
Oh, then that is cruel.
Isn't it?
Oh.
That's a good
Sid
week.
Owen.
Paid 30
Substitute
quid for
then,
that
were you,
week.
Kevin?
I was, yeah. Notts County it was when I was at Scunthorpe.
What a memory.
It's not bad. You haven't changed a lot, have you?
Oh, there you go.
Glasses. It's the glasses.
For you, Kevin, to tell us about the third match.
Well, third match comes from Lancashire, and it's a second division battle between Burnley and Millwall, played yesterday at Turf Moor. The game was covered by Granada Television. The reporter is Gerald Sinstad, and Burnley are in the dark shirts. And we're sorry about the first goal, but it was so quick. Not only did Stevenson, the Burnley goalkeeper, miss it, but the cameraman missed it as well. So we apologise for that.
Donaldson rolls it for Hazel, and Hazel tries a shot. What a goal! Tony Hazel from 30 yards. Sharkey again, and Brisley available. Throw off the outside of the wrong foot, and Robinson gets it away to Somerby. Somerby instantly into the path of Cochrane, and a chance for the boy to show his speed now. Well balanced and set for the left foot shot, and what a beautiful goal! Credit to Mike Somerby for releasing the ball quickly and giving Cochrane a chance to show what a beautifully balanced runner he is. As he cut inside, it was never quite clear which way he was going to go, but once he balanced himself for the left foot, the shot was as true as an arrow. Tony Hazel bounces the ball twice, raises a hand. That may have been a signal. Lee, and that's gone in, and who got the last touch there, I've no idea. The free kick taken by Hazel, Lee got up, and there was a scramble of bodies in the 6-yard area. Nobody seemed able to get a firm control of the ball, and it ran on into the net. Morley. Pulled over and taken on his chest by Fletcher. And he's won another corner. 15 corners, an indication of pressure by Burnley. Some stout defence by Millwall too. Fingertips by the goalkeeper, Cochrane. And the goalkeeper put under pressure and headed off the line. The header off the line by Evans. And once again it's brought away by Lee. Foul is given. Brennan was the culprit. Jenny Hazel to take it. And there's another let-off there for Millwall. Maybe not so much a let-off. If you've got a man well positioned on the line, you're entitled to the credit for it. It's the man who did it, Evans. Lee, Brisley. Evans streaking in to play the cross, and what a beauty it was! And a lovely goal! Scored by Barry Fairbrother, and that makes it 3-1. And Fairbrother celebrates his 200th league game with his third goal of the season. Glorious goal. Evans streaking away down the far side, having just cleared off the line at the other end, played a good cross, and Fairbrother got his head to it.
I'm being very casual here. I'd just like to tell you that that second Millwall goal was scored by John Seasman. And right now it's one of my favourite moments of the year, one of the bigger moments for me, so I'll do a big fanfare. Oh, I told you I should have got Ross Conway. Right, here's Christmas fun spot. Mick, how do the players react to this?
I think it's good fun, you know.
You're driving me crazy. What did I do? Oh, what did I do?
But it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. How's that? You messed about, I caught you out. How's that? Now that I've found where you're at, it's goodbye. I've been hurt, hurt, hurt. Yes, I've been hurt. I've been hurt, hurt, like I've never been hurt before.
I couldn't get away from you, even if I wanted to. So go on and try.
Over my shoulder goes 3 cares. Over my shoulder goes 4 cares. Bye-bye to trouble, it's gone beyond recall. Over my shoulder goes it all.
Yeah. Watch out, there's a Humphrey about.
Oh, dear God. Oh, that's tremendous. I think that's the best one I've ever seen, actually. That's tremendous. But hold on, Kevin, don't laugh too much, because they've done one on you, you know.
Here we go.
I don't think players like him at all.
Oh, this year I'm off to sunny Spain. Hey, viva España. I'm taking the Costa Brava plane. Hey, viva España.
Well,
Not very nice. I don't think footballers like him.
well, what about all these rumours, Kevin, about you going to Spain this year?
Well, you know.
Any truth in them?
Yeah, I'm definitely going into the season, you know. I think I've told everybody, been perfectly honest about it, and all right, I don't mind people laughing and joking about it, but it's serious to me to a point, you know. I mean, I know what I need for my career to be the best, you know. Sorry, pal, but you're not getting away with it. I'm sorry.
Oh, you got one.
You stood there laughing at me, you know.
Oh,
You can't get away with it. Got one on you, Mick. Come on.
Oh, man.
This is a cracker, this. You love this. Have we? Oh, look at him.
'Cause I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Come on now, let's get together in perfect harmony. I got 20 acres and you got 43. Now I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key.
No answer to that, is there? So, magic.
Amazing. Anyway, Brian Moore is not going to get away with it either, because he sits here every Sunday. But I wonder if you know that he's also a director of 3rd Division Gillingham. Well, my team, Watford, beat Gillingham in the Cup a few weeks ago, and Brian didn't know they were recording his reactions to that news when it came up on his World of Sport monitor that Saturday afternoon. Here's how my team made him suffer.
Keep your fingers crossed.
Oh, we lost!
Oh, my God!
Bloody Elton John. Who's that laughing down there? Just take a note, Linda. Just take a note, Linda, of all those people who laughed.
But wait a minute, Elton. Just so happens there was a camera in the director's box when you had your home match with Swansea, and you were jumping about a fair bit yourself.
You're joking.
Oh, this is this is how Chairman
This is the
reacts,
best.
is it? Oh, look.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live.
And we won that day as well. So it's torture it goes on in football.
2 corners to 0.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael. Well, Watford at least do get corners. Anyway, we've all had a great time on the Big Match Christmas show, and we'd like to wish everybody a very, very happy Christmas, especially to all the fans everywhere. So from Kevin and Mike,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to everybody, okay? All right, are you in good fine form vocally? We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Come on in. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a